What's going on, Team Limitless? Just going to get this set up. What's up, lads? All right, what can you guys see there? Nick. What can you guys see there? Can you see my screen or what can you guys see? Yo. Benno.
What happened?
What can you see on my screen?
Like half of it.
What about now?
Yeah, it's better. That's the whole thing.
All right, sweet. Perfect. We'll wait and see everyone jump on. All good. Where is...
Can you click play slideshow, James?
Yeah, I'll click that. I just want to see what we were doing. So what I'll do is I'll just go play, and that's the full screen. Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
What's going on, legends?
Oh, Nick Cook, everybody.
Oh, Nick Cook.
Here he is.
Wow.
Hey, guys.
Big gun.
Just waiting on Steezy.
Look at cute Alex Morris down there.
Yo, everyone.
Hey, Trent, what's going on?
Good, man. What's going on?
Yeah, not much.
All right. How's everyone's day been?
Busy.
Very
Good.
Good stuff. I'll see. See who's got people on tonight. Everyone.
Nah, not me.
Where is that? All right, sweet. Yeah, it's the same link. Just
One.
see.
Dean Debrecamp is right here in the house.
Everyone's on. Alex is on. Here he is.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man. All right, who have I got here? Yeah, same link. Just resend this one to Dan.
Jimbo, can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I'm just getting my guys across now. They must have muddled up the links or something. Don't know what's happened. They're coming on now.
I opened it up and then for some reason it came up as broken link, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'll just put that loop there. That's all good. They'll jump on in a sec. Yep.
Yeah, too easy. Yeah, it was just like broken link, so I'll just double check with the one Dan's got as well. We're gonna make sure. Give me a second. How many people have we got on?
13 of us tonight so far.
Bloody beautiful.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, guys. What's going on? Who am
How
I
are
talking?
you? How are you, bro?
Yeah, rock and roll, man. Doing my thing.
Awesome.
Living the freaking dream.
Love it. Love it. How are you, Tran?
Good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, my man.
Good, bro. Good.
18. All right. I can't even draw. All right. Let me know once the numbers are up.
14 people. We've got V Voos has rocked up. Amazing.
Kaz is on. Nice. Gary's on. Hello, Dean. Oh, Chan. Nice.
So this is all coaches right now, isn't it? This is all Limitless team.
I think except for Tyler Tran.
Tyler Tran, what's going on? How exciting.
Awesome.
Dean's on. Either way, it's going to be educational for everyone.
Yeah, I'm happy just to figure out what the structure's going to be.
Yeah, that's it. Dan, my guys, he's got a couple of people coming on, I think. So.
Bloody beautiful. Just wait. His iPad.
Is Gary here? You hear Gaz?
Yeah, I can see him. There he is.
Is he muted or?
Can you guys hear me?
Gary, yeah, bro. Good to have you on, brother.
Great to be part of this team, guys.
Yeah, bro.
I managed to get a client coming in.
Gas dog, look at him go.
Gary's been in our
Nice,
group for
son.
about half an hour and he's got someone.
He's riding that momentum sweet. Go for gold, Gaz. I love
Is that you,
it.
Damo? Is that you, Damo?
It is, mate.
Wow, welcome, brother. Welcome.
Cheers, mate. I thought I'd jump on. I've sent another link to me, boys. I don't know if they'll get on that.
Yeah,
So, but-
sorry about that. I'll take responsibility for that, bro. I don't know what's happened there.
No, you nailed it, bro. It was sweet. I was like freaking out, going, I'm not good with tech. I'm like, what have I done here?
All
Fuck
good.
hell.
Bloody,
All good, man. All good.
But we're here. We've made it.
Yep.
Everyone's on.
Yep.
All right, we'll wait another couple of minutes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, no, I checked the Zoom link and then I went to jump in and then it was broken for some reason. I was like, what the fuck? So I'll double check the weight loss one for tomorrow. Make sure. Give it a bit, guys. Where's Dan at, Tim?
What's that, man?
Where's Dan at? Big
Yeah,
Dan.
he's getting over now, bro. Yep. Yep. Just had to email him the link.
Right, all good. I'll double check and see what the
Big Dan's right here.
Here, Dan?
Here he is.
Big Marvin.
Marvin's
Big,
big.
big everyone.
Awesome. Yeah. Just read it. No, wait, but it hasn't started yet. Yeah. You want to come in and have a feature?
Big Jackson in. Bring him in. Come in, fella.
Jack's just saying, go have a look.
Poke his head in. All right. Carry on.
Jacko.
Wait, James.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you can hear me. I was like, fuck. What's going on, everyone?
Hey, bro.
How are you, brother?
Good, man. Good, thank you.
That's good. That's good.
All right. How's that? Full screen for everyone? Yeah.
Is Dan on? Can anyone see Dan? Is Dan amongst us?
Down the bottom of the screen, I think.
Are you there, Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that. Dan, is that you?
Yeah, I'm here somewhere.
Yeah, awesome. Yep, awesome.
All good, fella. All right. Sweet, guys. So, should we keep waiting or are we ready to go? Ready to rock and roll? Yeah?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, let it rip, bro.
Yeah, bro.
All right. Awesome. Ready? Play. Okay, sweet. Well, I guess welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. As you all know, it's going to be a bit of a hypertrophy workshop, a bit of a webinar where we're going to be explaining tricks and things of the trade in order to get you the muscle gain, the muscle mass, and obviously in doing that, the weight loss that you're looking to achieve over the next 6 to 12 months. And obviously, for some of us, it's going to be a slow burn journey. For some of us, it's going to be wanting it yesterday. So it's going to be a pretty educational webinar. There's a lot of people on this webinar that have a lot of information. We'll give you a lot of value to the clients that are on, the people that are on. There's a lot of coaches on as well tonight. So let's make this interactive. Let's everyone just really share what you guys want to know more information about. Like you've got absolute plethora of knowledge of people around you that are here to support your goals, your health and fitness goals in terms of hypertrophy. So
Before we hop in, James, mate, as whoever's hosting the webinar, can you just pop everyone's microphones on mute for the time being until the Q&A?
Yep, awesome. I'll do it now.
Cheers, man.
Right.
Or if everyone can just mute their own, just so we can all hear James properly, because it's like the way sometimes.
All right, I think.
If you click on participants, man.
Where, just here? All right, wait up. Oh, yeah,
Otherwise, everyone else, it's just bottom left corner.
That's it.
The mute button.
All right.
Never mind.
Easy.
Manage participants. Yep. Mute.
Just keep it going, James. It's,
All right, guys. All good. We're sweet. All right, let's go. Mute all. All right, perfect. All and new participants are muted. Continue. Perfect, guys. Ready? Okay. Awesome, guys. So basically, what we're going to be going through today is really just running you down what it's going to take for you to increase your muscular hypertrophy, so the muscle mass in which you're currently experiencing. The way in which we're going to do that, guys, we're going to run you through a Q&A webinar. So we're going to make this interactive. For those of you that just jumped on, I want to be asking, we're going to have plenty of time for questions. We're going to have plenty of time where you can understand what is going to help benefit you in the long run. This isn't just me talking at you. It's me giving you massive amounts of value along with the rest of the team. So I will make this open. I'll unmute certain coaches at specific times, and we'll be asking for questions to be asked and answered at some points. Awesome, guys. So the disclaimer, when it comes to Limitless, nothing is guaranteed, but anything is possible. Product results are not typical. Individual results may vary. So I want each of us to be aware that on this webinar tonight, that individual results may vary. Results are determined by the amount of effort in which you put in, and also variational factors such as genetics, things like that. So this is not just a guarantee that you will lose weight, you will put on muscle. This isn't guaranteed by us, but if you put the effort in from the things in which we teach you and the programs in which we have available, you will get the results that you desire. Awesome. So let's get started. So our goal as a business, 10 years, 2.4 million lives. As a collective unit, us here at Limitless Health and Fitness are looking to change over 2.4 million lives inside of Australia. The reason why this business has been created comes from the fact of overcoming extreme adversities. So the overcoming extreme adversities lead to the creation of extreme purpose, drive, and vision. This business was created after a lot of us have been through our own adversities and are looking to bring people out of their current situations into a better situation. What we've done here with Limitless Health and Fitness is we've been able to incorporate world-class coaches that are setting out to transform the Australian holistic health culture and the entire world. Over the next 10 years, as I mentioned, Limitless Health and Fitness has set the intention of transforming over 2.4 million lives. So guys, this isn't going to be something that's going to be achieved short term. This is going to be a long-term vision and goal. But with the people that are on this webinar tonight, coaches and potential new clients coming on board with the mission, this will be possible. The reason why we're looking to do this is because, as I mentioned before, we are wanting to change the face of the current holistic health culture within Australia. By holistic health, I mean not just the fact that we're focusing on body transformations, we're focusing on a holistic approach, meaning mindset, meaning training, meaning nutrition, meaning the way we think, believe, and perceive everything in our current lives. In doing this, we're going to bring the fight towards the current obesity epidemic and also the carcinogenic of foods in which we currently eat. So inside the Australian culture at the moment, a lot of the foods in which we eat are very carcinogenic, meaning they have cancerous effects. For those of you that are on here tonight that don't know my story, I lost my mum due to breast cancer when I was 14 years of age. The mission and business that we've created was sparked from that adversity that I had to overcome at such a young age. I set out with the intention to eradicate cancer inside of the next 10 years, and the coaches that are involved in Limitless Health and Fitness are here to help me do so. In eradicating the carcinogenic effects of our current foods, we'll also get rid of things like obesity, depression, anxiety, and we'll allow people to actually start to see there's more to life than what they're currently experiencing. How are we going to do it? So we're going to focus on the 3 pillars of holistic health. We focus on 20% training, 80% nutrition, 100% mindset. The reason why we focus on these 3 pillars is because if you do not have a healthy mind, you won't have a healthy body. If you don't have a healthy body, you won't have a healthy mind, and vice versa. The reason why we focus on these 3 components and don't just say, all right, guys, everyone jump on tonight. We'll get you massive. We'll just have you eating all these bulk amounts of foods. We want to focus on sustainability and the creation of lifestyles. If we just focus on the micro of being nutrition and training and focus less on the macro being why are you doing it, what's your purpose behind that, this will not become a sustainable lifestyle result for you and future generations to come. The Limitless team. So there's over 30 expert coaches in all fields of coaching. In this coaching aspect, we cover off on every asset and every facet of holistic health. We also have experience and qualifications covering everything from nutrition, from mindset, from training, and also anything you can think of that currently will help benefit you holistically. The 3 pillars of nutrition, mindset, and training allow people to have an extreme progression in the right direction towards the goals in which they want to achieve. So people that are on here right now, there's a few fancy terms in there. I'm just going to break them apart. So masters in mindset and masters in practitioners NLP, so neuro-linguistic programming. For those of you that aren't familiar with this term or what this programming is, this is the thought processes in which we currently have programmed into us from a young age. So from 0 to 16 years of age are our developmental stages. Those are the times in our lives in which we're being told by specific people, whether our friends, our family, our parents, our grandparents, that we are conditioned to live a certain way. So what this does in neuro-linguistic programming is a reprogramming of the mind and allowing you to start to believe and perceive and achieve different capabilities. These are the coaches. So these are just a small snippet of some of the amazing coaches that we have available in this program. We have over 35 coaches at the moment registered, contributing to the program, contributing to the results, and actually coaching the clients that come on board. So we have Stefan, who's a strength and conditioning coach who used to previously work with the Richmond Tigers. We've got Krista Tier, for those of you that are involved with mindset or things like that. She's worked alongside coaches like Scott Harris. She was asked to work alongside Tony Robbins at one point or another, but she's decided that she wants to contribute her intellectual property and knowledge towards our program. We have Krista Lachlan, another mindset coach. We have Alex Morris, who's on here today. So the meal plans in which you guys will be seeing and perceiving, if you do choose to work with us in the Optimize program, have been designed by qualified nutritionists and also people of MasterChef Spectacular like Alex Morris. People that in the past have run successful restaurants. People that in the past are still doing these things on a day-to-day basis. So it's not your bland chicken, broccoli, and rice type diets. You're going to have fun and enjoy what you're doing. The other coaches we have on board, and for this being the hypertrophy webinar, we've got the big man, Ryan Bennett, which you'll see him in the people that are watching at the moment. He is your hypertrophy specialist. He runs a team of hypertrophy coaches that will help you get from point A to point B to point C to point D and get you fucking massive. So his business is called, as you can see in the FKM Massive. We also have Tim Spears, also another hypertrophy specialist. We also have Ben Dingo Lowry, who is our military type training specialist that will allow you to actually have fun with the workouts in which you do. We have a whole other array of coaches as well, which you'll see as I'm flicking through the slides. But in order to keep this interesting, I'm just going to keep pushing forward. So how do I gain muscle fast? So the 3 components are training, nutrition, and the gold. So what we're going to do is we're going to unpack each of these 3 facets tonight. And in order to do so, I'm going to be unmuting different people that are currently the coaches within our program that will help you to experience and understand different facets. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to unmute Ryan Bennett at this particular point in time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Ryan to understand, give a bit of a rundown of some of the training techniques he uses with the hundreds of clients he's worked with in the past to get them better training techniques and also help them to increase the muscle mass in which they put on. So Ryan, take it away, brother.
What is going on, guys? So I mean, training, nutrition, at the end of the day, training is the small part of it. I know you want me to talk about training, but yeah, nutrition's definitely the bigger part. However, training can't be skipped. You know, you can't just be eating 4,000 calories, not training, and expect to get big. You know, that's just not going to happen. You're going to get big, but it's going to be a different kind of weight gain. So in terms of training for muscle gain, you probably hear the classic, 8 to 12 rep range, which, it's standard. But you also just want to focus on overloading the muscles every single session. You know, if you just go to the gym every day or every second day and just go 8 to 12, your body's, it's going to get used to that. You know, and that's where progressive overload really comes into it. And I mean, progressive overload, it can really be implemented to every aspect of life. But I mean, let's just focus on training. So basically, you guys aren't really answering here, but rhetorical question, you know, like when you walk into the gym, first time you ever get there, you lift like 7.5 kilo dumbbells or whatever.
You there?
Then after that, 12.5. The reason why you do that is because that's how your muscles actually grow. You know, your muscles actually grow because you give them a new stress within weight, like as in weight, and they have to go, they're like, shit, all right, well, we're damaged. We have to grow through nutrition in order to get bigger, in order to deal with the stress. So we're not going to die every time. And then, you know, if you don't keep adding weight, that's where plateaus come in. You know, you stop doing more damage because your body is adapted to that. So you have to keep on adding a new stress, whether it be new weight, drop sets, supersets, pyramid sets, anything that you can do in order to overload your muscles every session. Without that, that's where you plateau. Like in my own program, I love it when people say, oh man, I've plateaued, because it means they don't know what they're doing. And I love teaching people how to do what they're doing. Is that all you want, man, in terms of training?
Yeah, man. So there's a bit of a, sorry guys. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to unmute Nick Karachi.
But yeah.
Yep. So Nick's going to jump on and do a little bit more and really just go in and delve into the types of style of training that he implements with the clients and which he works with. So Nick, if you want to unmute yourself now, feel free to do so. And then I want you just to give some of your input on some of the training techniques you use with your clients.
Hey lads, what's happening? Yep, Nick Karachi here. So yeah, Ryan stole the best one, progressive overload. If you're not doing progressive overload, you're not doing anything. So you have to progressively overload your muscles. You got to get stronger each session, lifting more reps or doing more weight. Of course, there are other training principles as well that you can implement. Different rep ranges as well. So we all would know, yeah, everybody should do 8 to 12 because that's typically what you grow muscle with. So getting a bit sciencey on you guys, there's 3 types of muscle fibers: type 1, type 2A, type 2X. Type 2A is 8 to 12 range, but that doesn't mean that the type 1 and type 2A fibers can't grow as well. So yes, 8 to 12 rep ranges are awesome, and you should mainly be doing that rep range, but you can also delve into some strength training, but also some endurance training as well, because there's some growth to be had in those elements of training as well. And then you can move even forward to supersets, giant sets, decreasing your rep ranges, decreasing your rest times. So increasing the intensity of your workouts as well. That's another form of progressively overloading your muscles.
Awesome.
But yeah, Ryan also said as well, nutrition. Nutrition is massive. So I use this example with my clients as well. Like, you can't build a house with just bricks. You need bricks and cement. I'm not a builder. I'm assuming that's how you build a house. But you need bricks and cement. Otherwise, bricks are going to fall down. So training's the same. Training are the bricks, but the nutrition is the cement. You need bricks and cement to build a house. You need training and nutrition to build a great body. So definitely a massive emphasis on nutrition, but of course training takes priority as well.
100%.
It's also the consistency as well. So something as well, like with recovery, a lot of you may know this, a lot of you may not, but we don't actually grow muscle in the gym. We grow muscle once we leave the gym. So you go to the gym to tear down your muscle fibers, and then when you leave, you eat protein and calories, and that helps grow the muscle once you're recovering. So if you want a bigger chest, don't train chest every single day, otherwise it'll never grow. You train chest on one day, 3 days later, you can hit it again, because in that 3-day period, your muscles will have recovered and grown, then you smash it again. Wait 3 days, eat your protein, eat your calories, grow your chest, hit it again. That's just one example. So you got to train smart. It's not always about training hard. You got to train smart. So that's what we do in the Optimized program. We've used all the knowledge in here, all the knowledge in all the other guys' brains, pumped it into the program. So everything's super perfect for you guys to jump in and use within the Optimized program to get the best out of it. It's not just bro science, like I did this to get big. This is legitimately scientific stuff that I learned at university myself, and some of the other lads as well with their exercise science degrees, they get it too. So we give all that knowledge to you guys within the Optimized program.
Yeah. Awesome, Nick. So Nick touched really briefly on that as well in the importance of nutrition. So what I'll do is I'm going to open the gateway for Alex to come in, but I'm just going to specify something. So for each of us on here, I'm going to assume that we own a car. I'm going to assume that we own a car, we've driven a car, we've filled a car with petrol at one point in time. I'd like for each of us to think of our body as a Ferrari. We're sitting there and we're owning this Ferrari and wanting this Ferrari to perform at its peak optimal performance. If we go to the petrol bowser, we're not going to sit there and put in unleaded 91. We're not going to put in the cheapest petrol into a Ferrari that we're looking to get the optimum performance out of. We're going to be putting in 98. We're going to be putting in the best petrol to get the best result. For those of you that understand how cars work, the petrol, obviously the cheaper the petrol, the faster it burns, the less you're actually going to get per mile, all those sorts of things. So it's important to understand that all foods are not the same. All nutrition is not the same. You need to be specific in which food you're putting into your body in order to get your desired result. So if you're sitting there and only putting in McDonald's, pizza, KFC, things that actually aren't utilizing that, your body will burn them extremely fast. The macronutrients will not be there, and specifically the micronutrients will not be there. So your vitamins and minerals, which opens the body, which is what your body uses to absorb and transport fats. So if you're somebody that's on this webinar tonight and trains their absolute house down, but goes home and smashes 10 pizzas, that's why your results are starting to plateau. So what we're going to do is we're going to open the door to really delve into the nutritional side. So Nick and Ryan have both spoken about this, but I don't think there's anyone better that we should introduce than the big man with the plan, Alex Morris, who literally is our in-house master chef, and he's preparing and creating these amazing creations like you see there. So I did say it wasn't chicken and broccoli, but for some reason the image that we're using is chicken and broccoli, so it's a bit of a catch-22. But hey guys, this is something that we can have fun with, and Alex is going to show you how you don't have to eat bland in order to get massive. You can eat foods that are attractive, foods that actually want you to be, that foods that will actually make your mindset think, you know what, I'm actually happy to eat this. So Alex, if you can jump in and give us a bit of nutritional advice about how you like to have fun in the kitchen and how you like to make the meal plans, get away from that pouring a can of tuna into a bowl of 2-minute ripped off the top rice that you put in the microwave. How do you make bulking fun? How do you make hypertrophy fun, Alex? Yeah, unmute yourself. He's gone quiet on us when we needed him most.
Usually we can't shut him up. Where is he?
Alex, there you go.
Yeah, my microphone's really freezing right now. Is that just me or is that everyone?
Just you, man.
No, we can hear you now, bro.
That's me?
Yeah, go.
You can hear me well?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. Look, essentially, James, can you skip me forward a few slides, brother, to next one. Just this one. This is the one that's been big for me, right? And it's been a really interesting one because I went through the massive, the usual of just being a completely clean eater and really lost a whole bunch of weight. I lost like 22 kilos a couple of years ago, and that was all through eating super clean and eating super chicken and veggies kind of vibe, and it was all good. I lost a bunch of weight. But what happened was that plateau happened for me because I really struggled to stick to it, and I struggled with energy because I was trying so hard to what I thought was the right thing that I actually threw my body out of whack and my energy out of whack. So what's happened in the past, few months is that while I lost a whole bunch of weight and got really healthy like a couple of years ago, I've actually started playing around with my nutrition a whole bunch more and realizing that, I can perform better in the gym. I can perform better in my life when I'm exploring a whole range of foods. And this is when we like to use the whole 80-20 rule with food, which is that 80% of your food comes from stuff that is really nutrient dense, really full of all the vitamins, all the minerals, and all the stuff that we know we need that helps your body perform better, that makes your metabolism perform better. It gives you the ability to repair faster. But then the other thing that a lot of us don't realize is that when you're exercising specifically for weight gain, as we're looking at the rock here, you need to be in a caloric surplus, which means you need to be eating a heck of a lot of food. And when you're eating a heck of a lot of food, the issue is that it can get very, very disheartening if you're eating stuff that you don't enjoy all the time. And so, as Nick's just put there in the chat, consistency always wins. So what I've started doing, guys, is I like to stick to the kind of game where, I've tried to switch up the whole Monday to Friday game, because so many of us go through the week eating really, really well Monday to Friday. We got our salads, everything prepped, and then Friday night, Saturday night, and then Sunday morning, we kind of screw up week in, week out. And that's not a great way to run the 80-20 rule, because we're kind of restricting ourselves so much when we're trying to do the right thing. When we get to the weekend, we cannot wait for that freaking pizza and that cocktail and those few beers. So what I'm going to recommend is that, if you look at your week and say, personally, I'm eating like, 4 or 5 times a day to hit my kind of requirements. You look at five meals a day over seven days, it's 35 meals. If you're looking at even 10% of that being food that you really, really enjoy, that's giving you like 3.5 snacks or meals that you can really go out there and enjoy. And for me, that's Italian food. For me, that's pasta. And for me, that's Maxi Bon ice cream sandwiches at the end of the night. And it's sometimes even a glass of wine with my wife, right? If you focus on that and you can have, you focus on that 10% to 20% rule, and you think of how many meals you're eating, then you can create that 80% and just measure it, so that you don't actually just every week come back to zero on Monday morning. So I'm going to recommend, guys, what we do is when you're tallying, kind of tally up your food for the week. Just be really aware of what you're eating, and then think about how many times you're eating in a day, in a regular day, and then think about the foods that make you really happy and keep you going, and the foods that stop you from believing that it's difficult to be healthy. The thing is, it can be fun. And then just write down, on a Monday, on a Wednesday, on a Friday, perhaps I had a bowl of pasta, I had 1 beer, and then I had a tiramisu. Freaking rock and roll. And then you can still go ahead and focus on the journey ahead, knowing that your whole social life hasn't gone out the window. So that's kind of the way I like to focus on it. When it gets into recipes and everything, it can take a little longer to describe over the phone. But for me, guys, it's that 80-20 is the most perfect thing. And just trying to split it up throughout the week and not have it all collected on just the weekends. That's my game anyway. And that's what's working for me. And I'm getting massive.
100%
slowly.
Nah, thanks Alex, thanks Nick, thanks Ryan. So I guess the common theme there with what we were getting at, so just to recap on that, the thing that I got from that, and I hope each of you got on this webinar that are here for information, was that it's about determining what you want as your outcome and then determining what you do in order to hit that outcome. So to recap that, nutrition doesn't have to be boring. Nutrition doesn't have to be bland. Nutrition can be done as long as you're in a calorie surplus, you're able to get the results that you desire. What I'm going to go into quickly now, guys, is nutrition tips around bulking the right way. You can lean bulk or you can heavy bulk, meaning that lean bulk will get you gaining 0.5% of your total body weight each week. So a lean bulk is the harder way to go because you're trying to maintain your consistent body fat percentage whilst also putting on lean muscle mass. Unfortunately, guys, it's so much easier for us to put on fat than it is to put on muscle. So a lean bulk is a really hard, strict bodybuilder type way to go. But ideally in the long term, it's better for you to do because it allows to give you that lean vascular look as opposed to that puffy Michelin Man type style look. For what we're looking to achieve, each of us on here, I'm assuming that each of you on here with a hypertrophy aspect are looking to get that bulging muscles, looking to get that beach body cut up weight. We're not looking to be Mr. Olympia, like you can see in Ryan's picture in the background with Arnold Schwarzenegger saying conquer. Like the thing is, when you're doing the lean bulk, clean bulk, those sorts of things, you're doing it over a longer period of time, but maintaining the consistent body fat percentage that you already have. It also, the whole myth that you can't cut and bulk at the same time, I'm going to say this right now, is bullshit because you sure as hell can. Ryan Bennett is proven testament to that. And I know if I unleashed him on this webinar right now, I know he'd love to give massive value on that because you are able to lean bulk and also cut body fat because, guys, funnily enough, when you put on lean muscle mass, your body fat percentage actually becomes reduced because the blood and the way in which your body starts to work, your metabolism will start to speed up. So the more muscle you put on, the more body fat you'll start to strip down, and the more the muscles will start to actually transfer due to the blood flow in your body, will start to break down the fatty cells inside of your body, which will actually start to burn fat at a higher rate, meaning your metabolic rate will actually start to pick up. So a lean bulk is typically 300 to 600 calories above maintenance calories. So the average person, the average male within Australia is about 2,000 to 2,500 calories a day, depending on whether or not they train in the gym or whether or not they're an office type worker. The average maintenance for an 85 kilo male is around about 2,000 calories. That's a maintenance weight. So if you're looking to clean bulk, it's 300 to 600 calories above that maintenance level. That's why it's 80% nutrition, 20% training. The heavy bulk. This equals gaining 1% of your total body weight each week. So guys, if you're 100 kilos, you're going to be gaining 1 kilo. Keeping that in mind, this is just simple maths. 100 kilos, 1 kilo. Looking to bulk outside of that, we need to get rid of all the stigmas around BMI, bullshit, all that sort of stuff. That was an old school measurement that was created back in the 60s or 70s. It doesn't have any relevance. So if we're going off that, I'm technically meant to be dead. Ryan Bennett's definitely meant to be dead. Like we're 115 kilos respectively. Like we should be dead according to BMI. So those of you that are on here watching scales, listening to BMI, things like that, throw it out the window. So look at the two differences there. A lean bulk, 0.5%. So about 500 grams for 100 kilo male. Heavy bulk, 1 kilo per week. This typically has 600 to 1,000 calories above maintenance. So if you're looking to bulk and you're the average male where you're not training, you're training 3 to 4 times a week and your maintenance levels is around about 2,000 to 2,500 calories. This means you need to be eating in the vicinity of 3,000 to 3,500 calories above. So think about 600 to 1,000 calories will allow you to do a heavy bulk. This is something that people do, and it is easy to speed up the results, but also can run the risk of actually putting you in a higher risk of putting on too much fat. And then if you go too far, I'm going to be honest, guys, a lot of the guys that we've worked with in the past, they get too involved with the bulk. Don't lose it to the bulk. Bulking's easy, cutting's hard. Don't get too intrigued by the bulk, because a heavy bulk, you're eating pizzas, you're eating things like that, you're eating pastas, you're eating steaks. Like, don't get caught up in the bulk. It's something that I see so many males do. And it's like, oh, it's like that. You're on that perma bulk, brother. Like, I get it, man. You're still going the perma bulk. When's the cut starting? Next month. Because bulking's easy. Cutting's the hard part. We're on a hypertrophy webinar now, so you can do it 2 ways. I personally recommend the lean bulk. Don't look to just get Michelin Man style in the space of 6 weeks. Gradually do it, and that will allow you to have sustainable results over a longer period of time. Does protein at a minimum of 1 gram per hour. So dose protein, meaning measure out your body weight. These are things that all the coaches within the Optimized program look at. So dose protein at a minimum of 1 gram per pound of body weight, meaning you need to be eating protein specific. Protein is the thing that synthesizes your muscles, after Nick was speaking about the tearing of muscles and the repairing. You will not be able to put on size unless you have protein in your diet. High carbohydrate diets are no good as opposed to high protein diets. You need to have carbs for energy when you're bulking, but you also need to have high protein in order to resynthesize the muscles. So guys, I want you, if you want this webinar, make sure you're looking and writing down notes, going through all of these things, because they are going to help benefit you when you're looking to bulk. All right. So look, you see there, we've got dose protein 1 gram, dose fat 0.3 grams. Then you've got fill up the rest with your fats and carbs. You see, this is that whole food aspect. Not once have we mentioned cut out carbs, cut out proteins, cut out fats. We're having everything. We want you to eat everything. We want you to eat a whole food balance and approach. All right, the secrets, supplementing. Creatine equals more strength, which equals more gains. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unmute Ryan again, and I'm going to get him to explain the supplementation aspect of this. This man knows he sups, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get him to unmute himself, and he's going to share some absolute bombs around this supplementing. Yeah, Ryan?
Yo. All right. So yeah, creatine. I mean, I am always talking to people that are like, "Oh, supplements are so bad. I don't want to do creatine." You know, like when you tell your nan about the supplements you're on, and your nan thinks it's all like behind the shelf shit, and it's like, nah, you know, like professional athletes have been using protein and creatine for a long time. Basically, you get creatine from red meat, but like like you'd have to eat so many steaks in order to actually get a proper dose. So without getting too much into the science behind it, basically creatine affects your HTP energy, which is just basically your short burst energy. So like lifting things, for example, which just means it's going to give you a few more sets, a few more reps, let you lift a bit heavier. And the best thing is it really helps with recovery, which means, you know, build muscle quicker, or recover quicker, build muscle quicker, get back in the gym quicker, and do it all over again. Dextrose and multidextrin, this is important for like during your workout. I mean, without getting way too much into it, you should have carbs and protein before you train. You should be drinking some sort of carb while you actually train, because basically when you're in the gym, you're using glycogen as energy, which is carbs. So unless you're doing a keto diet, which, let's face it, ain't nobody getting a good pump with keto. There's no muffin pumps in that. I'll run you through what that is later. But yeah, so sugars while you train it's what's going to help blood flow. It's going to keep your glycogen high so that you're actually just not running on empty. You know, if we revert back to the car metaphor, this is what's going to keep the gas tank full while you're training. And then after you train as well, you know, you need carbs, you need protein, you need fats, but most importantly, carbs to replenish the glycogen, and you need protein to start rebuilding the muscles. So yeah, carbs comes from dextrose and multidextrin. And if Nick, you want to jump in with the sleep,
I'll jam that one out. So I reckon, guys, it's important there. So Ryan's given you massive bombs around the supplementing and the right type of supplements to use, because as he said, in order for you to get those supplements in normal food, you need to eat well outside of your normal calories, because it's hard to specifically get your creatine, your dextrose, and your maltodextrin from foods. Just like it's hard to get your protein and carbohydrates whilst getting rid of the other calories that aren't necessary in your diet. So recovery, this is a massive thing. Sleep 7 to 8 hours per night. You need to go into a state of recovery in order for your muscles to be ready for the next day. For those of you that are in this group that are only sleeping 2, 3, 4 hours a night, doing split shifts, things like that, I know it's going to be hard, but in order for you to actually get the results you desire, you need to sleep. Your body needs to recover. Your body needs to relax. You need to have things that are anti-stimulant before you go to sleep in order for your body to get into a full, deep state of REM, meaning you need to get in this full, deep state of muscular relaxation so your body can have the blood flow go throughout your body and recover properly. So the other key thing is recovery time. Don't go exhausting and burning out your muscles. It doesn't work. It doesn't help them to grow faster. In fact, it actually hinders their growth. Splits. The best 2 training schemes are push, pull, legs. These are whole body type workout exercises, but they're focusing on the 3 major muscle groups, focusing on push and pull and legs. This allows you to split your days up and allows you to retrain similar muscle groups more regularly, but also giving them the 48-hour to 72-hour training recovery like mentality. Allows you enough time. If you're only doing three lots of different types of exercises, 3 lots of training splits, so push, pull, and legs, that means you've got enough to have a day between or 2 days between and actually train each of these muscle groups twice a week while still having the 48-hour to 72-hour recovery. Also the dual muscle groups, e.g. chest and bis, back and tries. So who wants to hear more? So why do we focus on personalized training in the optimized program? We understand that it's not a one-size-fits-all. Some of us are coming from different start points and some of us are looking to get towards different endpoints. Take your path from a few years to a few months. Don't try to fly blind. Don't try to train yourself with things that you learn on the internet, because the internet can be a big, massive troll. The internet has things where the best publicized, the best marketed, the best thing where people are smashing all this information. Like ketogenic diets, I freaking hate it. We've mentioned that a couple of times now, but like people will have whatever's publicized the most by celebrities per se will generally get put to the top of your Google search engine, which I can guarantee a lot of us on here are sitting there going, let me Google some meal plans, let me Google some exercise plans. Don't just use Google as your friend. Allow trained professionals to give you trained professional knowledge. We've all went to university to study this. We've been able to compile this into the optimized program. How do we do it? So we have 5 phases of workout plans. We also have hundreds of workouts and different types of meal plans in order to get you your tailored plan. You pick and choose the way in which you want to train, the way in which you want to eat, the way in which you want to think, and you choose the way in which you want to get your results. Form and technique videos, because you can't get a form and technique video of a downloaded meal plan or a downloaded gym program that you've downloaded off Facebook for free. They're not going to go through the form technique videos and you're going to end up injuring yourself. And for those of you looking to put hypertrophy on, if you injure yourself, you're going to go backwards. You need to sit there and use correct form and technique. Who's seen those big guys? I guarantee a lot of us have seen those big guys walking around the gym with pigeon chest and hunched shoulders, because all they do is rip the freaking weights up. They've overcompensated in the way in which they do the weights. Their body hasn't actually been able to go through full extension. Their muscles have actually shortened, and they're going to give themselves back problems in later days. So that is why it's important to have form and technique videos to show you how to do exercises properly. Why do we focus on mindset? As we said, it's 20% training, 80% nutrition, 100% mindset. No one on this group will stick to a plan unless they have something keeping them accountable towards that goal. So why do we do it? Why do we do what we do? What makes this important? Why do I enjoy training? Why do I want to lose weight? And don't just tell me you want to have a six-pack. Don't just tell me you want to look good on the beach. There's reasons behind everything why we do everything. It stems back to things that have happened in our past that hold us towards that place. Everybody has a reason, whether you're a partner, whether you're a father, whether you're an ex of somebody, whether you're just looking to feel better in yourself, there's a reason. That's why we focus on mindset. Scars will heal. As everyone says, a lot of the time, the biggest, busiest times of the gym is after people break up. A lot of the guys, this is a very male-dominated webinar, so I'm going to be honest. Bodybuilders are built after breakups, guys. We've all heard that before, but it's true. So we focus on the mindset so you don't beat yourself up while you're training and burn yourself out. Because if you're smashing yourself in the gym out of spite because you want to look better because your ex dumped you, that won't last. That won't last forever. We need to give you a clear goal and definition as to why you want to do it. We need to give you a clear start point and end point and allow you to shoot. So for those of you on here that watch footy, it's like shooting. It's like having a game of AFL with the lights off. Unless you have clear goals of where you're going, you will not be able to score. So we focus on the mindset, allowing you to solidify in your mind what you need to do. How do we do it? We have 5 phases of mindset videos. Dozens of coaches that are highly trained in Madanas, NLP, pulling apart the disbeliefs that you currently have. That old, oh, it's not in our genetics to be skinny. Oh, your dad doesn't have a six-pack, so you won't be able to get a six-pack. That fucking bullshit. Let's get it out the way and actually understand those are just belief systems that have been instilled upon you. We can rip that apart and show you what's actually true. The limitless community. So if everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. The old mentalities. Teamwork makes the dream work. When you work as a team, as a unit, you will see the results start to happen. So we focus on putting people into a Facebook community with hundreds of clients and coaches. Support, motivation, accountability, and friendship. We want people to ask questions. We have live Q&As inside of the group every single day. We have people share their wins. So we will have weight loss wins. We will have the biggest weight loss transformation, the biggest muscle gain transformation. We share photos. We share support. We get support and we give support. Because as I said before, teamwork makes the dream work. A lot of us think this is a very lonely journey. We're having to do this on our own. But why is that the case? Allow people around you to lift you up when you're feeling down. Allow people around you to pull you forward when you're wanting to quit. What you think accountability looks like, what it actually looks like. We're not going to be drill sergeants. We're not going to be yelling at you. We're going to be here to step you out to the journey in which you want to achieve. Your end goal becomes our end goal. You tell us when you want to quit, and we'll say keep going. We'll say keep going. We won't allow you to quit. Once you become a part of the Optimized program, we work with you until you achieve your results. The reason why it's so important is having someone to answer to increases the chance of success by 65 to 95%. I can guarantee every single one of us on this webinar that is hearing this has quit at some point in time on this health and fitness goal. Whether it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 6 months, even a year, they've quit on what they truly want to achieve. The reason why that is because sometimes it gets too hard, and when it's you versus you, your mind tells you just to give up and there's no one to argue with, so you go, yeah, all right. There's no point. What's the point? But we remind you of the point that you may forget about. Weekly email reminders to keep you on track and keep your activity levels high, even when you don't feel like it. Tracking results allows you to put left foot in front of right foot and actually step forward in the right direction. So why do we focus on nutrition? Well, as mentioned before, it is 80% of the rule. If you don't have nutrition, you may as well as not even try it. You may as well as not even go to the gym and slam yourself in the gym if you're going home drinking beers, eating pizza. There's no point. It's 80% of the journey. So it's essential to repairing and growing muscles, everything we mentioned before. How do we do it? We focus on the 5 phases of meal plans. We focus on delicious recipes. We don't focus on your bland chicken, broccoli, and rice. We have also home-delivered nutritional tailored to your goals. So home-delivered nutrition tailored to your goals. So it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. That's the most important aspect of what we're doing. I hate the word diet. It doesn't allow us to get the results we want. We create a lifestyle. So you, your family, your friends, your kids, and everybody around you want to start to live in the same way. So how do we deliver nutrition? In the optimized program, we ensure we ensure that you get correct nutrition through 2 different systems. We focus on whole food meal plans, like Alex was mentioning before. We also focus on home delivered nutrition supplement packs from Herbalife Nutrition, our affiliate supplement partner. So a lot of you are probably sitting on there going, is this just Herbalife? As you can tell, Herbalife is only probably 1/16 of what we're actually doing. The reason why we partners with Herbalife Nutrition is for the following. It is backed by over 300 scientists and doctors, meaning that it is the #1 supplementation company in the world. I don't know about you guys. I think I know a fair bit about science, and I think I know a fair bit about nutrition, but I'm not going to argue with 300 scientists and doctors. They know their shit. Leading experts from around the world in nutrition, science, and product education allow these products to get you the best results. We focus on the protein. So we focus on the macro, but also the micronutrients, meaning the micronutrients, the vitamins, minerals, and the absorption of the food in which we put in our bodies. So protein, as I said, the important muscle builder. Fiber. Fiber allows you to lean bulk whilst also have sustainable energy, and it's unlike any other complex. It can be broken down and can help you to pass through things that actually keep you that lean look. We also focus on vitamins and minerals, as mentioned before. A lot of us are eating very macronutrient dense foods, such as protein, carbs, and fats, but we're not focusing on vitamin B, C, D, and E, and H and F. We're not focusing on that, but we need to start focusing on it. That's what gets you the sustainable results. Hydration. Be honest with yourselves. If you're sitting on this webinar right now, are you drinking enough water? Or are you avoiding water and going to beer or Coke? Or are you drinking soft drink? Or are you drinking milk? Because those contain calories. So we focus heavily on the hydration in which you get in your body, because funnily enough, guys, we're made up of over 80% water. The phytonutrients. This is an important thing that Herbalife Nutrition focuses on. This comes from your fruit and vegetables and whole grains. This is an extremely important thing in the current day and age of the foods that we eat. We do not get enough phytonutrients. These are some of the results from the program, men and women alike, and each of these results would have been in less than a 26-week period. So to understand, guys, just to reiterate, the optimized program is a 12-month commitment, a 12-month program. These are results in less than 6. There's even more, and this could go on all day. So what does it cost? The average gym membership costs you $15 a week. The average personal trainer will cost you $160 a week. Nutritionist, $30. Protein powders, $12.50 a week. Electrolyte drinks, so Powerades, Gatorades, things like that, another $18 a week. Energy drinks, $20 a week. Personal coaching, so mindset coaching, support, that's $200 a week. Multivitamins, $7 a week. Total price for that's $462.50. Pretty expensive. So you're pretty much paying more than what a lot of you would be paying for rent just to get yourself healthy. What we focus on is personalized meal plans, personalized workout plans, nutritionist consultations, tailored supplements, personal coaching, weekly webinars, membership site, private Facebook group, 100+ training videos, 10 recipe books, weekly accountability, 365-day support. It's not going to be the same $462.50 a week. In fact, it's actually going to be a far lot less. $49 a week. $49 a week, guys. That's the thing. $49 a week is your commitment to this program. It's literally less than a carton of beer for those of you only that drink. It's literally less than if you have 2 coffees a day at $5 a coffee. It's less than what you're spending on coffee per week, Monday to Friday. $49 a week, and you're taking care of your future. You're taking care of your supplementation and everything listed here. That's the difference. We're not here to make you go mortgage your house. We're not here to make you go and have to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars. $49 a week takes care of this for 12 months. The reason why that is because you want to have sustainable results throughout communities. So any questions? Anyone on here that wants to unmute themselves now, feel free to ask questions. Anyone? Yay, no? Yes, no? Very quiet bunch. Sorry, guys. All right, perfect. So what I want to do then is I'm going to sit there and I'm going to assume there's no questions. So the next thing, your next steps. If you want to become a part of the Limitless Health and Fitness Optimized program, you need to go to the person who invited you to the webinar tonight, and you need to ask them to help you create your membership and get you started today. They'll sort you out with your subs. They'll sort you out with adding you to the Facebook group. They'll sort you out with your tailored meal plans, your tailored mindset programs, your tailored supplementation guides, your tailored gym programs. Go back to the person who invited you, talk to them about your next steps, and they'll be the ones that will be able to progress you forward in becoming a part of the biggest health and fitness movement in Australia and soon to be the world. So guys, thank you so much for your time tonight. Thanks everyone for jumping on. It's been awesome. Let me know if you've got any more questions. I'm happy to answer any of those. Feel free to message me, reach out to the people that have brought you on. But guys, let's get this movement started. Let's all become a part of the Optimized program, because you can already see that it's going to benefit you in the long term. So peace out. Much love. Thanks to the guys that have contributed. Thank you so much, everyone, jumping on. Let me know if you have anything else to ask. Talk to you all soon. Have a good night.